Lori here. I'm here to do my December TBR. I am so excited for December. December is when I am finally going to be done with grad school. I've been in grad school for about 3 years, so it's super exciting. I also have a lot of ARC books planned and hopefully some maybe even festive books planned. The first book I hope to read is definitely a festive book, and it's Together at Midnight. Offered to review through Harper Teen for the book blog that I work on, and I'm super excited. It sounds super cute, and I haven't read a pure contemporary book in a while, so I'm really excited to dig into this and read it, and it sounds like a perfect Christmas or holiday story, so I'm really excited to review it and give you guys my thoughts about that. It actually doesn't come out until the beginning of January, but I'm super excited to read it, so I hope you guys, once you guys hear my review, you guys will be checking it out in January. The next book I'm going to read, this is actually the book I'm going to read right now, is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. I've actually had this book for about a year. I borrowed this from my co-blogger, Sarah, who, I'm so sorry, Sarah, that I have not read it yet, but I am literally starting to read this the second I'm done with this video, so I can finally give it back to her the next time I see her. And the reason this is so imperative that I read it is that Holly Black's newest book, The Cruel Prince, comes out in January, and I heard that there are some connections between these two books, so I really want to read this before I read Cruel Prince, which I hope to read this month as well. So again, Sarah, I'm so sorry that I still have your book, but I will be returning it to you in January. And the next book I'm going to read is another January release, and it's Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh. And this is a book that I got from Penguin at New York City Comic Con, and this is an LGBTQ story about a necromancer, and I've heard really good things about it actually, so I'm really excited to dive into this one as well. And I know it's a necromancer story with LGBT, but there also is a big mystery, and I love reading mysteries in the fall and winter time, so I'm really excited to dive into this one as well. And the next book, it doesn't come out for a while. This one actually comes out in March 2018, but I am meeting Amy Kaufman at Books of Wonder on January 15th, so I want to read this book so I can go in and get it signed to me from her. And it just sounds adorable. It's another middle grade, and I've been craving some middle grade books, so hopefully I'll get to read this soon. And it sounds adorable. And it's also the first book Amy Kaufman has written totally by herself, so I'm really excited to dive into this. The next book is the reason I'm reading Darkest Part of the Forest, which is Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book doesn't come out until January, and also I have already pre-ordered my beautiful copy, which will be signed to me from Holly Black, because this cover is lovely, but I really want the signed copy for my shelf. But I will definitely be reading this after I finish reading Darkest Part of the Forest. And the next book is another book that I picked up from New York City Comic Con, and that's Everless by Sarah Holland. And this is a book where, like, I think it's a book, like, where, like, it's a royalty book where your blood, is a form of currency. And it follows this Jules who had to flee Everless, but when they have to come back, she has a power to change her fate in the fate of time. This cover is so pretty. Can we just admire this cover? It's really nice, and I really hope to read this soon. But it does come out in January. But this cover is so pretty, and I got this from Epic Reads at New York City Comic Con. And the next book is another one that I am so excited for, and this is Zenith by Sasha Elberg and Lindsay Cummings. This comes out in the beginning of January, and I've heard really good things about it. I was actually able to meet them and get this book signed, so I'm really excited to dive into this, and I've heard really good things about it, and I really like watching both their videos, and I love Lindsay Cummings as an author, and I really hope that I enjoy the story as well. The last book I have, I have two more. The next book I have planned is another book that I want to read for January, because I'm going to be meeting Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, and this is Unearthed, and this is, from what I have understood, it is a book that is basically Lara Croft Tomb Raider in space. So that sounds really exciting, and I really am so excited to dive into this novel and see what's going on and give you guys my thoughts. The real cover is even more pretty than this cover, and I will definitely be picking up a signed copy of that in January as well. And then the last book I have planned to read in the month of January is The Hazelwood by Melissa Alpert. And this is, from what I heard, it's like an Alice in Wonderland kind of retelling. In some ways, when Alice's mother goes missing after her grandmother, a very, very famous author of dark fairy tales, goes missing, she realizes that that the dark fairy tales may be based on reality, and she has to go on an adventure with one of her mother's cultish fans to get her back. And it sounds really, really good. So these are all the books I hope to read in the month of December. I'm sure things will come up and I won't read all of these books, but I'm literally so excited for December, and I hope you guys are too, and I'll keep you guys updated. Also, check out my blog because I also listed Sarah's books and where she's going to be reading this month as well, and she is reading one of my favorite books from one of the books in 2017 that I'm most thankful for. So you should definitely check out her books as well, and go check out on my Instagram because tomorrow I am going to post a lot of stuff for you guys. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.